another session that I'm live. From wherever you're watching me, I want to welcome you to this session. It is around 3:24 p.m. Kenyan time. I've already finished my errands. Now I'm back to stream. And today I'm just talking about the parable of the great banquet, where a man, it is in the book of Luke, chapter 14, verses 15. The parable of the great banquet, where a man invited people. He told them, you know what, the food is ready, come. But then one by one, they started giving excuses. Oh, I've bought a piece of land. I'm going to check that piece of land. The second one said, I've bought 5 oxen. I want to go and test them to see whether they can work well. The third person said, I've married now. I cannot show up to the banquet. So the master told his servant, go to town and bring the lame, the blind, the deaf, all those people with disabilities, bring them. And that man did that. He went and took everybody from town and brought them. But still there was room. Then the master told him, go to the highways and bring people. So what is the lesson in that parable from Luke 14 verses 15? Chapter 14. It talks about people, their unwillingness to do things and their love of excuses. You know, unfortunately, people love giving excuses. Even when things are good, people are giving excuses, which is very unfortunate. You know, hey, come and serve. Oh, you know, it's Saturday. Oh, I'm doing, I'm going somewhere. And you're not going somewhere, you're just relaxed somewhere. Eating. You're just eating and relaxed and watching movies. Yet at all, come and serve. You have already, it's called diffusion of responsibilities. You've already refused. You've already come up with an excuse. Even before you have been allotted your quarter of work, you've already come up with an excuse. It's quite unfortunate that you want somebody else to do that work. No, this work, I'll leave it for Raymond. Raymond is the one who's going to do the work, not me. You want to come and find things that are good. You want to come and find, maybe if it's the venue, you want to find the venue clean. You want to find everything set. You want to find everything clean. You want to find food on the table. Your work is to eat. Your work is to dip in. Ladies and gentlemen, that's, doing nothing is an act of defiance. Even if you have not said anything, just doing nothing in itself is an act of defiance. When you cannot say that there is no work. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of work to be done. But people say, hey, I want to be compensated for the work. I want them to give me money. Do you have to be paid for every service? People love money so much. Even that is why the Bible says, for the love of money is the root of all evil. People have loved money so bad. You cannot move if money is not involved. If you're not given money, you cannot move. And that is very unfortunate. Some of these departments, you don't need to be given money for you to do anything. That is the problem with Kenyans. They want to be given money first before they move. Say, I'm not moving until I'm given money. And that person is serious. And that person is not laughing. Without money, they cannot move, which is very unfortunate. Without money, they cannot serve. Say, hey, I cannot do pro bono. Without money, they cannot do anything. That is very unfortunate. I think that is very unfortunate. Because some things, there are some services in church that you just do it out of the goodness of your heart. Not because there's some remuneration or there's some monetary, incentive. You just have to just go and dip in and work. You're not working for the pastor, you're working for God. And it's for your own benefit. But people never learn. Kenyans never learn until it's too late. Say, I wish I did this when I had the chance. And then when one of somebody who serves in the church has a wedding, the pastor gives a lot of money, there's a lot of contribution towards that person, and then you say, there's favorism, that is favorism. No, this person is reaping what he is reaping now, the reward. I remember I went somewhere, and then the pastor gave 2 cows, 2 bulls to one of the person who serves in his church. Not in his church, God's church. In God's church. 2 bulls. And he also bought his suit for his wedding. But you see, the problem with Kenyans, they want to be given money first. If you don't give them money, that person hates you. If you don't give them money, it's like you have declared, hey, this man does not want me to eat. He's my enemy. And some people, in fact, here in Kenya, I don't know about other countries, but here in Kenya, somebody can hate you because you have never given them money to eat. To get here. You have never given them anything. You have never given them money to eat. They hate you with all their heart because you never give them money to eat. And it has to go to the mouth first for them to love you. I remember there was another person. If you talk to him, he doesn't talk. But once you give him money to eat, once he is satisfied, that's when he starts giving you stories. That day was a good day. He starts giving you stories. Then you wonder. Then I came to realize, if you don't give him money to eat, he will keep quiet. But if you give him money to eat, he is full of stories. Why? Then I came to realize, you must first feed his stomach for him to have the energy to talk. Which is very unfortunate. Which is very, very unfortunate. I think Kenyans should serve without, being pushed. The work is being frustrated because some people want to be compensated every time they go. Every time. Hapana, siwezi fanyia huyu mtu kazi, nimechoka. Hii injili kwani hapana, lazima kwanza doo itoke. Yaani unaanza kufanya inaitwaje? Unaanza kunungunika yani chini ya maji. Wewe unanungunika tu. Kuna huyu pastor kuna venye hii injili haitusaidii. Mbona inamsaidia yeye ndo anaona tu hapa. Si wengine tunakonda. You are complaining. And complaining itself is spiritual. Remember the children of Israel, while in the desert, they were complaining. At Kadesh Barnea, they were complaining. And there were consequences. Those who were complaining wandered in the desert. They were just wandering in the desert until their bones dried up completely. They never went to the promised land. The Dathans of this world, the Korahs of this world, you're always complaining. The earth can open up and swallow you. The Dathans of this world, the Korahs of this world. Stop complaining.